about because they've been switching up the roles, so I can't get a good gauge of how good NRG are. Cloud9 are off to a good start, so it's like maybe, but it's pretty early for that to even be in the thing. Lev have had a worrying start, so yeah, I'm only really confident in saying those 3 teams.
Fnatic on the attack side, take note of the compositional differences we heard from on the desk, and it's
okay, they go for the NRG strat at the beginning in terms of this one. FUT on defense, Fnatic on attack, and we are pushing aggro. Do they consider Boaster being here? Yes, they do. Okay, nice trades in. An extra one. Oh my goodness, okay. Trades go in, they take a lot of map control over towards here. Viper's gonna hear this though. And with that information, he clears out to see if there's any lurkers, and we have an early rotate, and they are predicting correct in terms of it being C, so this is going to be weird. Leo has an eye that's going to be insanely important. You see the pings though, they're expecting it. Leo's eye. There we go. Goes in, gives them information.
And the plant's a little further back as well, right? Because they've got
nice smoke as well. Nice smoke, nice damage. Who is this? It's up to Atta to win this, really.
It is, of course, their wall, or their orb, excuse me, but
that's some good reactions in terms of this round, both teams.
Positioning from Kiwi, very quick. You spotted him out just a second ago. They know there's 2 players there. They might almost look to fight elsewhere to isolate that other guy who could be coming alone. Instead, they'll find there's 2 players. Well, they've already dropped 2 of them. At a captain, the last alive, so far unaccounted for, but they've got a pretty good idea on where he might be moving in from.
Yeah, nice trades on this one. Chronicle did great.
Down a 3K from Chronicle, with Fnatic picking up the pistol.
Yeah, 8 kills in the last 2 rounds. I'm including the last
Yeah,
map.
no, the ace, yeah. I put, well, I was going to say 2 and 2. I put 5 and 3 together, you know.
We'll do it like here.
Proud of myself for that.
This is the thing with Fnatic that they were so good at versus Liquid, is they were very good at controlling the aggression. And that's the problem with these sort of Neon comps, is there's not a lot you can do with Neon staying passive and being defensive. So they set up a comp for Liquid.
Chronicle's loving at the moment. Nice ending to the last map. Good start on this one. Knife goes in, hits one, nearly hit the other. Durka gets an early kill over towards C. Boaster dropped in the Marshall, he took the shot with the satchel, I imagine, and then instantly went back and swapped over the guns. In terms of how Fnatic are playing this, 1 less rifle than they had on Icebox. Sorry, 1 extra rifle than they had on Icebox, but still going for the full rifle buy. Damn, Chronicle's looking nice.
You don't expect 2 kills out of the classic there.
Okay, nicely done. Let's keep an eye on these 2 to make sure everyone can pick up their rifles. There we go. We got the money as well to drop 2 more rifles, and this is again another perfect bonus for them where they have a full buy round.
Had a bit of extra cash as well, so this will be a very strong buy coming back for them in the next round.
Maybe he didn't even satchel there. It looked like he just insta-jilled.
They're going to want to play a lot of these rounds passive. In fact, I think it was getting down to sort of the 40-50 second mark where they would start to actually pressure towards rubble.
Big round for FUT. They are heavy armor believers, so this will fully send them down to an eco in terms of losing this. Knife is going to hit 3 unless we shoot it. Okay, would have hit 4. Eye goes in as well, and they have pulled the rotate out in reaction.
FUT will be rotating. They only had 2 players to start on A, but Kiwi's already made his way from the C site through the spawn and onto site to help out. Thing is, Fnatic playing a little bit of that push and pull. There is a lot of presence on A, but they are seeking out B.
Damn, this is a crazy off angle. Should be good for 1. It's a nice prowler.
Spot. They didn't swing to punish though. I thought that would be the fight immediately, but they were just checking if anybody'd come up this far.
That's the cool thing about running a fade. Like,
yeah, they saw him jiggle peeking, so they want to like.
Is the distance of the prowler.
Yeah, they're really trying to create the question mark here. They finally do it. Astra suck to push him off the eye just to confirm it that this point and this point is free. Question mark is most definitely here. This comp struggles at clearing these question marks. That's a big kill though.
It's more difficult to clear that though.
A little bit, yeah. The toxin wall hadn't quite went up just yet.
That was interesting. That was a cool little fight over towards C, just how much they used to make sure that they created a question mark over towards him. It was good. Pressure over towards A, pivot in towards B. We have a lot of setup here though. Alarm bot's still here. Not going to be able to stop this plant. Dirk still has his nade.
for the FUT side.
And yeah, Fnatic are just heavy believers of just holding over towards Secret. I think they call it Hobbit.
Utility to play with. Most of it is Viper util, which is definitely not ideal for a retake. You want to have some flashes or something. Nice work from Boaster, managing to trade this back into a 2v2 now with Modge finding one more kill. Still sat in that close plant. Gravwell being called for by Leo, who's just waiting on the angle. He still has a seize and a reveal if he needs it.
Oh, the reveal goes a little deeper. Headshot found, but no kill. That's 2 guns still on the angle. Boaster in trouble.
Damn, okay, it was close. It was close.
Grabbing that third round.
The heavy armor actually made a difference, right? Tanking the 140.
Completely different 1v2.
Heavy armor believers kind of winning them this round, to be honest with you.
Very, very scary indeed. And I do think that with the amount of util that was left,
good damage done though.
That would go
technically the bonus, really, or what we'd expect to be a bonus.
Defending his teammate, that definitely, if he went down there, I think the time was gone for them to stick that entire defuse. So a little bit close for comfort. Of course, that was the bonus round now. So into the Logitech G Power round. Both teams going to be having rifles, and actually the slightly worse buy is on FUT.
Yeah.
Well, that's
and it's
the thing, you know, with how close the previous
a huge impact round for everyone. Big swing round on this one. We got 2-4 on top of this, so most likely not buying in this next round. So yeah, big round in terms of the impact of this. Sorry, I didn't keep up with pistols. Fnatic are 3-0 in terms of pistols.
Good early half from Fnatic to set that up, but now it's time to capitalize. Orb's going to be picked up to start this round, or at least baited at. They're trying to pull a fight out of somebody, or maybe just to pull the rotations from the other side because they don't see any aggression. And really, this just feels like they're figuring out how FUT respond on this map when they do certain things.
I like the way that if you watch Chronicle and his poison orb, it's constantly being repositioned as they take further
Yeah, he's doing good though.
Okay,
he is doing good at clearing this. Question mark being created over towards C. He's cleared it on his own. But, it was 2 at one point, but this is nice. That means they can get the rotate in the right position. Knife's going to go in. Only hitting one.
Fake out C at the start. Hopefully they push A. You saw how long they took to clear all of those angles around the broken wall.
He is going pushing. Pivot over towards B. Keep an eye on the Viper. Astra ult goes in. Viper is really key in this one. So is Killjoy. Boaster? No way, it's a mouse. Yeah, he's about to slam his mouse. I saw it. Mouse wheel.
Nade is dangerous too.
Nade is strong.
It's isolating Kiwi. It's going to do damage. Make him a little squishier on the way through. Flashes in, doesn't do much. They're lined up, but kills are going FUT's way. They're fighting right back into it. Time could start to be an issue. They've got a lot of players to deal with. Still in a great position from Alpha.
Damn, dude. Cleaning it up. Oh my god, the mouse will jump ruined it for them. It's devastating. A nice cleanup from Alpha. 4K for him in this round, and a big important round as well. So crazy impact on that one. Really came in to bail his teammate out. Oh, that's devastating. Yeah, so we highlighted the right two in terms of the most pivotal players into the round, being the Viper and the Killjoy. One gets a mouse bug. Yeah, he's punching the mouse. One gets a mouse bug and the other cleans up. Gets 4 kills.
That's it, man.
It's back out. Odin's back out. Good luck trying to clear this corner again. And I'm liking how Fnatic are playing this. Again, this comp struggles are clearing these question marks. So yeah, I'm enjoying how they're doing it. Early A control in terms of this one. Keeping this one nice and simple though. Nice shots. Damn.
Showstopper most certainly online at this point. As Chronicle just holds down the heavy MG covering fire, making sure nobody steps FUT back through that connector. I mean, FUT only had pistols in this round here, but they are given no chance. Now, for Ada, Captain, and Modge, it might be worth going and dying to a player here. Grab that orb. 3 of your opponents already have ults as well. So you're not really going to be giving them that much, and what are you worried about? Boaster grabbing a Cosmic Divide. I think we're pretty comfortable at the lockdown.
The Viper's pit
stands to gain a lot more.
Yeah, it's one of the only situations where I can say it's probably worth it.
Dude, this Odin is just so strong on this map.
Yourself into the players instead, but it seems like no, they're going to die to the spike anyway. Maybe just going off more of the normal in terms of just dying to the spike.
I mean, maybe it's Leo that gets 2 kills, right? And then he's closer.
Maybe.
It's one of those things. It's a decision, it's a risk, and they don't want to roll the dice this time. Respectable still. But Fnatic certainly looking strong to start this one off. And the key thing here, Tom, is that without those 2 players dying to a player falling at someone else's hand, there's no ultimates online starting out this round. Plenty on offer, but pretty difficult for FUT to get access to
as if he gets the third one here. 4 bullets, last bullet kills.
Quite a bit more attack-sided. Is a lot of the orbs are very, very difficult to fight for. If you're on
Leo's just had no action. Literally, just like shot. Doesn't have to do anything.
Early on in the round.
He's had a death, and that's it. Okay, now we're going to the big buy rounds, and this is what they change up. We have wall that gets dropped, jump peak spotted at least 1, and now they're handling it pretty well.
Exactly who spotted them as well, but look,
the Odin.
No
way. No way. Mr. Fallon nearly got it back. Good damage done, and Fnatic dealt with it pretty well.
There for FUT early round, but wow, that has backfired. And these 2 players from the last round are
Damn, they're so aggro at the moment. Fnatic literally have just had to just hold this one spot, taking the jaws here, taking the jaws here. FUT looking a bit like Paper X in this round.
1 versus 2, 50 seconds left. They're probably making the right call by just pumping the brakes. Eventually, they've got a gamble, and they're moving in the right direction.
That's the thing. They've got the turret down there, so they know that no one has peeked further than this. But he can hear it, so he knows they're still in this area. If it went offline, that could be a problem. Instead, looking to clear.
Damn. Nicely handled from Moj. Big 1-on-2. They needed that. 26 HP for him. Does survive. Yeah. Worked out. They walked into him. I'm telling you, that pause is good for 1-0, like all the time. Seeing a lot of teams crouch and make a lot out of this pause. Everyone's kind of pre-aiming towards this angle,
They actually walk back into him.
Would have won that with the Odin Chronicle, that's all I'm saying. But look, for FUT, that's a round that definitely buys them back into things. They were up against a bunch of ultimates. Fnatic decided not to burn them up there, not to use them. And
Deca didn't really know how many numbers. I think when he jump spot, he saw like 1.
Already a Viper's Pit used
so I think it was so fine.
He defends B, locking down a ton of control.
Okay, important round again for FUT. Trying to stack up as many as they can on defense. They cannot buy next round if they lose this one. So yeah, they would like to win this round. You're going to see a lot of these ults. Maybe we get to see this ult as well if Cracks can get a kill. Early B ult.
Was extremely scary. If you're that A defender, I mean, Maj could not afford
good
to go
setup
down,
over towards A though. They still got good information here. Turret goes down.
Down on either side.
Lockdown already?
Yeah, they've used it quite
I think that's fine. Yeah, they want to kind of force them over towards the Viper, and it's going to be very hard for them to win B when they don't have this map control. So I really like this ult. They get a lot of space from it. They do lose the jaw, just a straight up swing. Maybe I would like something a bit better, but there's still 2 people here, so they could get absolutely wrecked, yeah. I would have liked a better plan from FUT here, personally. I like the initial plan to stop them from going in towards the site, but then I wanted to see something extra. Like, I really wanted a smoke here.
Yeah, worth just going somewhere else to save this one. A tough pill to swallow for FUT in that round. I think they had the read, they had the rotations, they burned up ultimates as well, and that's the real kicker. That's 0 damage. You're right. You're right. 25 and 25 shields. Chronicle and Durka started with that. Everybody else sitting pretty on 50. That's extremely rough, man.
It's bitter. You used 2 ults.
Viper's Pit and Lockdown.
Yeah, because so basically, Fnatic's comp, right? It doesn't really it struggles at getting through smokes itself in terms of the comp, right? They've either got to send it with Razor, they got Fade to do stuff. So when you kind of clear angles like this, I want to see like a smoke and then you take some map control. So they either like smoke off this and then maybe they crossfire this at the same time, or smoke this off and then retake this. The fact that we didn't see either of that's an issue for me. Because again, this comp struggles when smokes are down.
Players are just being bombarded by the rest of the utility, because the thing is, with using a Viper's Pit on one side of the map,
they have the wall. Yeah, they're using it very aggro, but that was just because it was a Viper ult round, so I think that was a set wall for the Viper ult. Razor, thank you so much. Razor Baba.
made things a lot
04
easier
with
for
the
them.
Prime.
Now, as said,
2 months in the
FUT,
Slug Club, and Vice Clone
in
as
the
well
5
with the
games
Prime.
that
Thank
they
you
played,
both
I
of
think
you.
the only
Appreciate it. Vice
difference
Clone
would
with
be
the 7
against
months as well.
RRQ, where
Thanks so
they
much for
kind of
both
just
using
smashed
your
them on the
Prime on me.
defense. They
Appreciate
didn't
it.
have to play attack. Every other time they have been much better on the attacking side.
Thank
That's
you,
where they have
thank you.
dominated, and I think in some cases even being like 8-1. So the main thing for them
Fnatic will win this map
getting
without
to
Leo
sort of
getting a
like
kill.
5 rounds,
He's
4
still on
might be
0.
minimal. It might even be a point where, okay, I still expect
Still on
Fnatic to be
0-2. He's
better
just
than
having
a
the
lot of
easiest
opposition
time.
they played before. But if they can at least
He's
get
just
themselves
getting
a
them out of
foothold in
choke
this
points,
half,
just
there
prowling,
is
just
a
using his
chance. The
util.
problem
That's
is,
pretty much
the way
it.
Fnatic are playing right now, that is looking more and more difficult.
Well, one of the big problems that they're having, and I think they'll look to solve, is just that A main hold.
What do you think about
So
Viper and Harbor on this map?
consistently,
The
we'll
only
see
problem with
attacking
the
teams
Harbor
take
is
control of
it's a
that,
lot
but
about
Fnatic,
hard
more than
shutting down
anyone
these
else,
2
have
choke
been
points,
running this through the connector
and
into the B
Harbor
site and
doesn't
causing
really
problems. An
enable
example
too
we
much
said
of that.
was
He's
about a
actually
captain
one of
had
the
a big
worst
punch
kind of
like that. His
anchor
Viper's
agents
pit
you
would
can
all of a
have.
sudden become
Definitely the worst
not
anchoring
a disadvantage, but he
control
would
that
have
you
to
can have.
retreat into it, facing his back to the attackers. Now
So
here,
yeah,
we
isn't the
see
best.
that early attempt at A main control, and this time they will get away with it.
Okay,
2 players
that was a big
pushed
round
up,
though. Resets
control
their money
gained,
down to
nobody spotted
1-9,
on the
so
other side, bar
huge
a
win
small
for
amount of
Fnatic in
utility.
terms of this one. It's going to be
Viper
very
wall
hard
again
for
on
FUT,
the
but it
attackers
is an
from
attack-sided
Fnatic in
map
the
in
same
theory.
position. Same can be said for FUT without a captain, having this to play off of, but most importantly,
Ult comes
he's
in.
one
Any
of the
plan for
players with
this?
the rifle. The man behind him, Cracks, who's had a
No
rough
KO
game
nade.
so far, but a great series.
Oh
At least
boy.
a good map previously. Also has a rifle
Okay.
to work with. So this retake
No plan for
still
it.
packs quite a punch.
Gonna let them get through the choke point.
The problem
Molly
is
was
still
down.
just going to be this post plant from Fnatic, which is not going to get any easier. C's to make sure that no one can get in quickly. Nice snake bite. Will at least delay them a moment.
He's going in. He's just decided to send it. Had a captain's got one, but that's the rifle on the floor now. He's gone.
It's a big kill. It's a nice lag from Boaster.
Across the board. You'd expect it in a round like this, but you'd hope to see something else. For the fans of FUT out there, this has been a tough
Leo's
start
on
to
the
game.
board as well.
And it looks like Fnatic are set to push up to 6.
Boaster calling him back over towards B.
I'm pretty sure Leo just got his first kill.
Yeah, he did.
No. Surely not.
I think he's 1.
I even spotted Cracks was on 1. There's no way Leo.
I think he's 1 and 2.
You might be
Damn,
right.
look at his
He's just-
util at the moment.
just not
Nice
had
round
to
from
do
Boaster.
Not been fighting. He's
Good
not
call
being-
as well
he's
to
been
bring
putting
him back
prowlers
here.
out, he's been popping reveals,
You
but
didn't feel comfortable with
maybe
planning
the
in these 2
scoreboard is
positions when they didn't have
bamboozled
full
me,
map
but I'm pretty
control,
sure
obviously.
at the beginning of
This
round,
can get
Leo
spammed from back
got
to
it
site, and
at
this can get
0
spammed
and 2.
through here with
I don't think I've said
sheriffs,
the same word so
etc.
far, actually. I think you're right.
That is very, very odd. But it almost just shows how in a lot of the rounds that Fnatic
Yeah,
have
nice
played,
round.
they've been very, very dominant in the manner in which they've won it. And
Well,
the
what did they say?
What was
did they
that
say
with
to me? They said, Leo's the
Observer
kind of
just
guy, like,
nodding?
he'll do his role, he'll be supportive, he is the initiator for the team, but
The
when you
Observer
need him,
nodding.
he will have impact from
GBO,
non-impact roles.
thank you so
and
much, dude.
Yeah, but so far,
6
you're right,
months,
he hasn't been
half a
needed.
year.
well, they got himself a kill in this round at least. And again,
Appreciate
I don't
you,
even
mate.
know if that one was necessary. 6 and 2. This attack looking ever
Thank you
stronger,
very
and
much.
Kiwi just being forced back to hold on to things. Fnatic again just doing a great job to almost get into afterplants. Avoiding, I would say.
Right, we get another full buyout.
Yeah,
Jarge is in,
fights.
money's a little bit
All
low.
they're really doing is, okay, at a captain, they had to take a fight because he ran into the site on his own.
Yeah.
Other than that, you look at this, them getting into an afterplant here. Did we just get a double replay of Leo's
Observers
first
can hear the
kill?
casters, so yes,
just
normally.
all we're doing, man.
I know that for some of these events, they've been
they
listening
do
to
that for
player
Cracks.
comms as well to help them
Yeah,
get a better
that would've been
understanding of
slightly
what's going to be
Replay, all
happening.
8 deaths.
Let's
But at least
that's
majority of the
absolutely
time
not
it
the
is
case.
He's a player
just
who had
hearing
a ton of
observers.
impact previously. There's a tag up and slowed down as well on Kiwi's.
Sorry,
a little
you
late
hear the
getting around that
casters.
angle, but he'll still get around there in time.
Nice.
Mr. Fallen supporting as well. Stinger through the smoke. And that's all they needed. 2 kills very quickly. Commanding control of this round.
Well, that's the thing. The Odin
This is a
definitely
nice
has
shutdown. They
threat
go
to
for their
span
shutdown
through
over
wall, but
towards
with
A.
the pace of
3
which
people
Kiwi
here,
managed
just
to
at
get
the same
across
point that
and
when
TP
Fnatic wanted
available
to
for
push
Mr.
out.
Fallen, they dodged most of the damage.
Okay, they
that
have
could
to win
commit
this round and
just
they want to
went for
keep
the
it clean.
fights, stunned up Durka, who was out in the open, the one actually claiming the space, and also killed off the player to trade. This is something I wanted to see Liquid do more regularly and actually try and hold on to this control. They've
Yeah,
punished
very
Fnatic
much
for
the
their
same as
initial
that.
setup.
This is what this comp
Can they
struggles
hold on
at.
to
If
the
you take away control,
That
you
is-
take away
that
this
is
early
cruel.
control,
I don't know
they
why
have a
you'd
very
show me
hard
that.
time at getting out
Go
of here.
and
So doing this
land
at the
the
beginning
phone
is very,
line,
very
go.
important.
Wow.
And then
We'll
you have
have
to
a word
push them
about
to
that
try and
after
go
this
through
game.
these choke points, which you have Viper util for a lot of the time.
A high-value weapon. Let's hope FUT don't get control of that. Then things
Yeah,
could get
definitely.
It could get scary if they pick that up. On the way towards the C site, good setup. Killjoy turret. They've even got
They got good delay. They got a molly for after this as well. Killjoy molly if the turret contact.
This is a effective 3-man stack with the utility that you've got here to support. The pull, grab well, causing some issues here, but leaving
Yeah, I
Cracks
couldn't
alone
get the
is
proper
no
swings off.
problem
Nicely done from FUT. Everyone
Picking up
stays
both
alive.
of those
Perfect run
fights,
from
and
them.
Fnatic captain
Like
was
literally
right back
perfect
into
run.
the duel. Very well handled by FUT. And this is actually one of the
Jonas,
rounds I was thinking
it feels
earlier.
great.
We've seen them try
It
and
feels
be
great.
so
Thank you for
proactive.
that.
The 8 pushes, I think, have been the problem. The fact that they haven't got
Thank you
EMEA
very
control,
much,
they're
Jonas.
left to push elsewhere on the map to make up for
Get a
it.
lot of slugs
But
in
now
for
that they
Jonas.
have
Thank
that,
you, mate.
they're
Hope you're
able
doing
to
well.
sit back and let Fnatic
And
push into them.
Gooey
They set
Kid
the trap
as well with
perfectly.
the prime.
The thing is, though,
Thank you, mate.
again,
Welcome
this
into the Slug Club,
is
Gooey.
something that Fnatic, I won't say have to adapt to because they already have in the past. A lot of what they were doing versus Liquid was going for these late reclaims of rubble.
Yeah, the streams are fun, man. I'm enjoying life. Okay, heavy shutdown towards A again. We disrespect that's crazy confidence. We disrespect this. They learned from the round that just previously happened. Obviously, they won the round, so they knew that they were going to do it again. They felt like they had a hole into it in terms of no one spotting this from this angle, and he just walks out and takes the op. Because this is the first contact. That's crazy. And then they insta-spam through smoke with the Odin. Oh my god.
They're catching the C push.
That's
the response
sickening.
from FUT is to push A. They catch the A push.
They get a
Guess what
read
the
after one
response is?
round.
To push C. And now they're going to try catch that by going behind
Crazy
them,
confidence though
apparently.
on the Killjoy.
Control, wall bangs being thrown through as well. Chronicle, you're really stealing my heart here, man. I want a Chronicle cam right now. Dirk is caught trying to flank. It's not really a chance yet. They need so much more. And with Boaster locking down their spawn, feels all but done here for Cracks. The man was looked to for so many high-impact rounds in the previous map, and indeed,
Increase the average Odin usage. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy strong. Chronicle's your guy.
Isn't going to even get one.
This in
exactly
ascent,
like,
the pick rate's going up a lot.
On fixing this as a problem because they already have. They've done it before. They faced off against a very similar comp.
Because they won that. Because they won this round with everyone surviving, they do have enough money for this.
Have to try and fight for this control, and well, the smoke actually goes up.
Yeah, because that's kind of smart because the wall blocks this off, so the likelihood of someone just facing through their own wall, kind of use their own wall against them here. It's actually really cool.
The second they lose that first man, everyone else is just pushing, and it becomes incredibly easy for them.
Like Neon Wall to cross kind of blocked off the vision from him getting shot, right? So then he just went for the op pick.
Similar util, they put in exactly what they did in the prior rounds, but it's all a ruse from FUT. It's an attempt to maybe bait them into wasting utility on this control, and instead, after the initial spam, Mr. Farland's just walked up.
This must be what Valorant's like for my teammates.
Is he going to try and wallbang him with a Guardian?
No.
I think he did.
He probably did attempt to. And look, he did. Yeah, 80 and 10. He's backed off now. They traded a few blows.
Poster's got us all back online now.
That's a plan, though.
It's not bad.
Getting early control in terms of contact of this. Oh boy, Alpha has his op. And in theory, none of these need to peek. Because they got alarm bot, but they might peek off the alarm bot. He throws his molly down over to break with the alarm bot, and in return they smoke this. So this is good pressure from Alpha. He was wanting to break all the util with Killjoy, so that they then had to peek him with the op. But either way, nice default from him. Creates a lot of pressure. Oberg, thank you so much for the gifted. Try let's get some slug approves, and Peter is bored. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again, Peter. The hype man. Oberg, thank you so much for the gifted. And Timp FPS as well. Timp FPS. 2 months in the Slug Club. Appreciate the support as well, mate.
Nightfall actually not going to catch. At least gives a little bit of extra space. We've seen
look at this Viper, it's disgusting as well.
And
Boaster just lurking to secure this one. Is Mr. Fallon going to be on top of this?
Oh, he might get caught by his own weapon. The spam is going to get rid of it. That's the Viper's pick.
Okay, Boaster has to kind of speed it up a little bit.
They don't pick that up. Problems start to follow. Now listen, they're not
Wait.
defusing, but
oh, Kiwi was waiting for it. Kiwi's waiting for it.
Out, back around the corner. Here's the fight for Boaster. The off angle. Oh,
nicely done. I tell you what, Kiwi did great here. They were on top of it. They've definitely again done their research, and they were expecting the super late lurk from Boaster. That was kind of everything. This was a big round to win because
he should have dropped it in the pit.
Look, I saw a round where Chronicle had the Odin. He dropped it. We saw it on the floor as they walked away. They lost that round. Then they play with it. They win the round. This time they drop it. FUT pick it up. Who wins? I don't know. I'm not trying to do math here. I'm trying to pull out the transitive property.
He got a bit of revenge there as well. Bit of Odin revenge with the spam. Yeah, that was a big round to lose.
Watch your goddamn mouth, alright?
Definitely shout out to FUT.
Oh, see you cracked.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Maybe they thought he wasn't going to buy it again, but yeah, they decide to buy it, and you're going to get punished if you peek this. That's a nice trade back, though.
Finally, a solution is found to that Odin.
Yeah, that's a nice reply. It's back on. Who did they lose? Viper? It's okay. They still have Astra.
Actually, not a lot online for either side, so there's not going to be that same sort
Leo's
of
picking up orbs, not going to get it, maybe just to deny any of these getting it.
Again, though, with a minute left on the clock, they're going to start to reclaim this A control. It's something that FUT can't hold on to. Have had to fall back more passively. They've got a couple of players waiting. At least
oh my goodness.
Nanoswarm and a nade just to force the
that's going to clear it. And the eye that goes through door, so they know that door's clear. Good rotation at the moment from FUT, and they are smoking this, which is kind of missing a while ago. Do they? Big duel. Nice. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Boaster. They get the big rotate over, but Boaster's made a lot of leeway over here, and he's going to have no idea. He's going to at least expect someone within this box, and there is no one in this box. So it's going to be a little bit weird for him.
Something's not right.
Yeah, it took a lot of map control.
The plant is coming in, and look at this, the angle we get as we see Maj and Kiwi make their way around shows us.
Okay, Boaster's gotta go huge here.
Sat in a corner waiting.
No trade for this.
Need to land. They're not checking it. It's such an uncouth position. Boaster's got two. That might
it's just a nice pause. Nice pause when they peek like that, especially.
Smoke himself out, retreat, but instead he's been able to hold on to the angle. A huge double coming out from the IGL, and now Adacaptain needs one.
Boasties, man. Holy hell. He's a monster. Solo 1 round. Nice luck from him.
1 versus 3. Time is ticking.
No.
Okay, it might not clear him, but even still it's wasting his time.
The secondary one. Damn, I like that. Man, is Leo just trolling a little bit there, knowing. Sick round from Boaster, honestly. It was really good. 4 in your defense.
They should look a little better, swapping over to this next half, and we'll see time again
against this comp, I would want to see more, but
on Lotus,
it's fine.
I think it's worse than
Fnatic,
Fracture,
it's fine.
actually. For being on that attack side, you don't get to set the pace in quite the same way, and it's mainly because of those A main fights. Thing I'll say, a lot less likely to see Chronicle controlling A main with an Odin in this one. They're going to have a different solution, but then I just look to Durka and Leo.
The Viper Walls, yeah, I didn't like how they were playing it. They were doing the retake 1 over towards C, whereas I felt like against this comp it's better to shut down the choke points. So I agree with you. It's more just the retake C one where you can open it, you can block vision at the beginning, you can cross over, and also to retake you can go through the door to cross over towards C, and you can kind of split C in the retake. Also when you touch the spike, the vision's blocked from Mound. I would like to have seen a different wall against. Again, I think you gotta reinforce the choke point so heavy against this comp. So I agree. I would like to have seen a different wall from them, but it's not. It's kind of okay.
How well they've already done on the attack themselves. Even a pistol round here could start to lead this one to the finish. So I don't think this is going to be an easy road for FUT. Don't get me wrong. Fnatic have still looked solid on this map.
Yeah, 4 on a pistol, and they're fully back in it.
I think this could be competitive.
I mean, coming into today, we still had Boaster leading the clutch stats, and I don't think he's been in too many of them, so we might still...
He was like 5 out of 8, I think. It was just ridiculous.
But that was actually, you know, it's funny you say that, because the week before I tweeted it out, it was the exact same. It was still 5 for 8. It's just they're not in clutch situations.
Well, he also hasn't played.
He played as well. Of course, last week they had a little bit of a hiccup, I suppose.
Best player in the world? We'll never really know. There's too many roles.
When you go through that percentage, everybody else like doubles.
You can have the best person in their role, but best player we're kind of never gonna. We're never gonna really truly know.
At the same time, though, you can't take it away from him. He's leading the clutches, the biggest clutch player in the league, and sitting 12-5 right now. Having a pretty good game, considering last game it looked a little bit like FUT had it out for him. They were, where's Boaster? Let's go there. Now I think they might have a little bit of a different mantra.
But they were still trying to find out where he was because he was in spawn every round. Like, the majority of the Fnatic players were there, so they did go looking for a fight. I think this time, I think they're going to be happy to try and dictate that pace a little bit, and by the looks of it,
FUT
it is going to be another
need a
blitz
pistol
round for the side of FUT. They are walking their way straight towards this B site.
Fnatic are waiting for it. And they haven't burned up any of their utility early on. Still having a nade up on Durka. They push through. They're going into the spawn.
I like this wall. This is a similar wall to what TSM do.
And that's cracks down. They fall back. They reset with the advantage. No, Boaster continues taking down Ada Captain as well. There goes your Viper wall. And Kiwi, he's about to be spotted out, but Chronicle won't win.
It's kind of doable. Low HPs though. Someone else has to go huge.
HP though. Kiwi on 10. Mr. Fallen 47. Alpha just trying to clear these angles out. Mr. Fallen lurking behind. It's a big fight, and Alpha's managed to take it, leaving the players isolated. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a nightmare. 10 HP on this one. Nicely handled. Boaster again. Impact. Yeah, I'm a fan of this wall. I think it creates a lot of pressure. I know they go fast with it, and it's a whole round to do it, but in terms of this wall on its own, honestly, it does create a lot of pressure, especially when people are doing like turrets here.
It's a big risk, I think, at this point if they decide.
Yeah, that's 4-0 in terms of pistols. Like, FUT, and they're having a nightmare. You can't beat Fnatic if you don't win any pistols.
Kill as well. We already talked about how incredible he's been so far on this map. Now sitting on a 3 KD as well.
So yeah, 4-0.
That's a different face to him. You have to say, doing it with the frenzy as well. Now move into this round, you don't get an investment out of FUT. Very, very low investment from them. Just a few pistols that they buy up into. And
time for Alpha to
it's
farm
only one
up.
Player coming in with any form of shields. Alpha essentially has an op here. There's the shields removed. And from here on out, he is going to take them all down with just one shot, building up those orbs.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. They got 2 kills from it, but again.
Respect to him for at least being able to do a little bit of damage.
They actually take 1 rifle out of them, or
if they're going to stand a chance in this series, obviously for Fnatic, they're one of the teams running away.
I should have checked properly. I think it was 4 rifles and a Marshall.
Even with sort of a weak deficit, they still sit in first. Every other team having a slip up at a point.
It was a Spectre. Okay, well then it's everything that can go down. Did go down. No one ever gets that extra kill on them to make them lose a rifle, it seems.
Losing to Team Liquid as well.
All right, here we go.
Be a surprise, but it would put them back into that sort of danger zone of teams that could be slipping out of playoffs.
It's this round again. They're bringing it out, the fake smoke round. Close the distance with the fake smokes, try and go aggro. Yeah, it gets instantly shut down. Someone won a big kill over towards A as well. Okay, nicely done. Just trying to speed run this one, get the bonus out of the way, trying to catch them off while they were doing their own plan.
Yeah, even still, I think like Leo.
Yeah, the fake smoke, close distance, blast onto them.
A slight more of a bonus. They had 3 rifles though to play with still.
All right, now we get into the full base.
Now is where we should get the proper investment coming through for them. It's unlikely to be a round of similar pace, and Mitch is going to be happy.
I love to see it. Boaster still got 3 seconds to break my heart.
I think it was an eco they tried that, Gabri. They definitely did the round before. They definitely did the whole like actual round before. Did his body block this?
Unless he's actually going for the wall bang through to B.
But I think it was an eco.
Ridiculous if he's solo holding that and doing it, but I'm here for every second of it. Forced back though by the presence.
He's going for plant denial.
And that's it. It's what we saw from Nats.
Yeah, this is disgusting. And again, teams are starting to use the heavy gun because you can pen this wall, right? So that's why the Odin's getting pretty good. The extra thing that Fnatic have added in is once the turret spots, they then spam this area here, which I love. So then it kind of gives 2 layers to have an Odin. So it has the initial layer where you're stopping the hit coming in, and then you fall back, and obviously you can spam this to stop them planting in the safe spots. So kind of love that. I really like that they have an additional fort on it.
Well, I'm about to say a thing I've never said before. The only man they have to deal with is Durka.
Well, that was true about 1 second ago. But now there's 3 players
every time. That's what you type when you come into the chat.
From up above, we're watching on the cross actually as he makes noise on the fall back. It's not pretty to begin with. Barely missing each other past the smoke. few tags, all we can hope for in that
We have
early
nade, boombot for retake. We don't actually have that much for the retake. It should be hard. It's a lot up to Alpha, but I think he's gonna
can confidently
take
take a
his
swing on
time.
that angle. This could be extremely dangerous for any of those Fnatic players.
Oh god. Oh god.
So much damage.
That was so good.
No more utility in this.
Damn, dudes. That's one way of doing it. And the molly missed. No, Moj missed his molly as well.
Fnatic looking unbelievable. Yeah, you're right.
The 1-2, he spams him through this wall. He spams him through this wall, sorry, and then we get the peek out. They block vision here with the wall. Like, damn, it's a nice retake. It's a nice way of using the Odin on the retake as well. You spam this, people start looking over towards here, you block all the vision in this direction, and then you can actually just swing and pinch into this. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest. It's really good. Ah, this team, man. How have they got so many layers of an Odin? They have so much time. They have so much times on their hands that they've just thought of just multiple layers of Odin use.
Oh, that's it. You got to fix it.
I want to know what happened yesterday.
Crazy.
Who were you scrimming? Let us know. Wow, Durka immediately. They didn't even need the nade, and then the nade goes through, pushes them further back. They have to burn up Mr. Fall. No, they didn't know. They didn't know he was that far up already, I guess.
Yeah, they wanted to try and get. They had 2 rifles in this round, and one of them's already gone.
Look who they're pushing. The man with the big he's made a misread, and Maj is punished.
That's incredible.
Tom, relax yourself.
Either way, he must have got that one out of your strap.
Man, Boast is really feeling it. Boast it, I'm telling you.
Okay, Alpha, that's a brave idea.
Oh god. They were really feeling it. Normally he would fall back there, but
I think that's his spot. We saw a cut from him.
Yeah, he's a monster. He loves these duels from this area. Wait.
This is a map that
we've been here before again, 7 chances.
13-4, 13-10, 13-9.
It's another one.
Strong attack sides. They are being destroyed. 12-5. A similar scoreline to what we saw in the previous map. Durka now just taking that control almost for free. They manage, what, a couple of kills. Sure, it was a round where they didn't have much to play with, but they're not going to have much more to play with in this round. They invested a lot in that last one.
Dude, all of this stuff is exciting for them going into Tokyo. They could have a chance of doing like an Astralis-esque run. They really could. They look so good in some of these rounds.
On his performance from the previous map where he was just unstoppable, and now look at him go.
Which in this game should be impossible.
Not this time. There's the punish at least. And here we go. Kiwi speeding in. This is going to be a challenge for Boaster to defend against. He's got his Odin down below. Those wall bangs will have to be sublime. No reveals or anything to work with on the way through, and the spam doesn't land to start with. So a reset for a retake.
Damn, okay.
Picked up, manages to delete.
They managed to give one.
Kiwi just trying to get out of there.
Why is it impossible? Game changes too much.
For this post plant, they've left Anacaptain behind. A kill would get him Viper's Pit, but I don't think they're going to want to use it here. Instead, he's looking to try and make the push up close.
The game changes too much. It's too anti-heavy. You'd have to be changing a lot up all the time. No, they don't win this one though. No. And they fatal him down. They fatal him to chunk the 80 HP.
But it seems to be that he's going to have
close.
this one.
Yeah,
Closing it out just about 0.81 seconds, and Fnatic have got it done. A swift 2-0.
Yeah, impressive.
A quick start
impressive.
To the day.
Very,
Very
very impressive. What else can we say?
13-5s, man. I mean, you'll say that.